And welcome back. Well, Coyote senior Alexis Yackley is one of the most experienced players in the Summit League. And when you couple that with the fact that she plays arguably the most important position on the floor for one of the league's youngest teams, she becomes essentially priceless. Yackley is our Coyote Corner Athlete of the Week. Every program needs an anchor, especially in times of change. For the USD women, that anchor is Alexis Yackley.
When I first took this job, I was anxious to get to meet Alexis. I knew how much she's meant to this program up to this point and how much she was going to mean to us in her senior year.
The Oneida, South Dakota native sat out the 2009-10 season after transferring from Iowa State. But since then, Yackley has hardly left the floor. She started 75 of 79 games with the Coyotes, averaging over 30 minutes per contest.
As a point guard, I've always kind of thought of myself as a, kind of like a natural leader out there for the team. I feel like the team looks to me, kind of as like a calming presence on the court. I definitely am, like a floor general. I kind of get everybody in their right spots.
That experience and the maturity that she brings is such a valuable piece that that affects everybody on our roster, especially with a lot of young freshmen coming in and new kids that are kind of just looking and eager. She can impart to them the way things are going to have to be, and is a great leader in that way.
While she's made a career out of distribution, Yackley has increased her worth by learning to value every single possession. Bottom line, no Coyote handles the basketball more or protects it better than Alexis Yackley.
There's only so many possessions, and if you can get most of them and be successful on most of them, it gives you a greater chance to win the game. And the team last year really started to understand that. And with a bunch of young girls coming in this year, we're trying to understand that. But I think we're getting there as the games go on.
To have somebody that has to handle the basketball as much as she has had to in her career, to be able to take care of it and distribute the ball the way she does is a pretty admirable statistic, and we have been looking for her this year to step up and be a little bit more of a threat offensively and be willing to step up into more of a scoring role when need be, and so far we're still adjusting to that, but she's kind of welcomed that. She wants this to be her best year, and she's going to continue to assist and distribute the basketball like a point guard should and a floor general should, and take her scoring opportunities when they come her way.
Yackley has a 2-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio for her career. She's currently second in the Summit League in that category this season. She's also second with just under 5 assists per game, 336 total helpers in her career. That's good enough for 7th all-time at USD.